Are we addicted to bad news? Are we addicted to drama and conflict and low vibrational things? You guys, I wanted to share this with you because I want you to beware that you can be attacked spiritually and when you're not aware and when you just don't know that we're vibrational beings and we're constantly attracting and emitting. If you're on a low vibration, that means you're going to be in a low mood, not feeling your best, feeling afraid. The lowest vibrations are things like fear and grief. And it's crazy that we've been fed so much bad news and so much negativity our entire lives. It's like we're targeted on a spiritual level, and people have become addicted to grief, fear, as a state of being in a low vibration. And the problem with this is like, not only do you feel bad, but people are not even aware that we're being attacked and targeted through media. And before, we didn't really have a chance to choose other things. Like if you turned on the TV, for example, like the news, it's gonna only show you bad news 90% of the time. Of course, they're gonna throw in a few good stories because they don't want it to be so obvious. And it's not about the news anchors or the journalists. It's not about those people that you see. They're doing their job, but it's about the agenda behind it and why we're spoon-fed fear and grief constantly, violence, negative imagery, and where there's stereotypes that are projected on the news. It's propaganda, so it's feeding you these ideas and you're absorbing it as truth. And then we're perpetuating, like as a collective, we're so powerful as energetic beings, and so then we're broadcasting into reality what we think is true. Well, who's telling us what's true? Media. And so we're in this wonderful time. We're in the age of Aquarius, the information age, where you now have a chance to decide what kind of media do you want to consume. What do you want to feed your senses? What are you going to tune into? And I want you to choose things that are for your health and for your happiness and for your well-being, your wellness, because you matter. You not only deserve to feel good and have healing energies happening within you, be on a high vibration, feeling good mood, but also like this way you can reflect a good reality. You can attract good things to you because life is starting from the inside out. So that's why these bad energies, they feed off of fear and things like that on a spiritual level. And so beware of what you feed into. You guys, there's this very popular YouTube channel, and they film like these documentaries in black and white, and I'll always see it on my feed. And I've even been sucked into watching them, but it's just very sad stories. It's like people telling their sad story to the world. And it's benefiting the creator because they're making plenty of money from these views, but it's harming humanity because the millions of people that watch the saddest stories to ever exist in life, they're being harmed, like attacked. What you feed into, you're absorbing. So if you watch things that are full of grief, you're going to be feeling sad. If you watch things that are full of hearing stories about violence and fear, like the worst possible things that can ever happen in life, why would you consume that? And so this is like a warning to protect your energy, because people might be like, well, I'm just curious. Or, I just want to, these people are being given a platform to express their story. They should express that to a therapist, because we don't need to be soaking that in. You don't need to be soaking that in. It is harming people. It's harmful to your mental health to be in a state of grief constantly. And when you tune into the wrong type of media, whether this is the news or sad story, like if you're watching violence, it's harming you. If you're watching negative things, it's gonna harm you, and your vibration matters because you're gonna be playing that out in your life. Like, this is a warning to make sure you're feeding your senses and feeding yourself with healthy things. And it feels very weird at first because We're used to chaos. So when you choose things that are peaceful, it's kind of weird. So I'm not saying to be a perfect angel, but just be careful, like, and especially for our children, like, we want to rewire our minds to be seeking peaceful things, to be seeking things full of joy, happy things, holy things, wonderful things that are going to teach you, not pull you down. Like, unless they're talking about how to heal from harmful things, unless they're giving you a happy story, a positive outcome, then what is the purpose of just hearing a very sad story? What will that do for you on a positive note? Like, it's so, especially if you're an empath, like, you could soak that in. It's just very harmful. It keeps you stagnant. And as humanity, it's time for ascension. It's time to learn these things, like how powerful you really are, that what you watch, it matters. What you pay attention to, that's why ads will spend millions of dollars. Today's the Super Bowl, right? So advertisers are paying millions of dollars for 30 seconds of your attention because of how powerful it is. What you pay attention to, what you absorb, is literally creating our reality. You're very powerful. So don't feed your attention to something that's going to harm you, because when you're in a low vibration, feeling sad, feeling angry, feeling afraid, then you're easier to be it's easier to control you, manipulate you, get you to buy things you don't need, think the world is a scary place, like, be in a state of fear. So your state of being is important. And we want to learn how to calm our nervous system. We want to learn how to, not be in a perpetual state of fear, which is how we've been controlled as a species on Earth. And so feed yourself with some positivity. And they say, like, bad news sells, because we've been addicted to bad news and just tapping into the darker things. But when you start to choose better for yourself, it's gonna feel good to you, and this is what you deserve. And we want to do better because we have a whole generation coming behind us, which is our kids and their kids. And if you want a better world, a happier world, then stop tuning in to fear. Stop tuning in to war. Stop tuning in and learning about the worst things happening in the world, the saddest stories to ever exist. Why should we give our attention to that? It's stripping you of your peace of mind. It's stripping you of your happiness. It's going against healing. It's keeping people in pain, in chaos, in confusion, in sorrow, in grief. And these are things that we want to break. We want to break free. Free your mind and choose things of a higher vibration. That's why scriptures say, like, focus your mind on what is peaceful, what is joyful, things that are pleasing to your soul. But it's a practice that you have to do. And even me, myself, I've been sucked into those documentaries, like, I think 2 times, and it kind of, like, pretty much ruins my day. And late at night, it's like I start thinking about it. And it's like, I don't have to do that to myself. And I wanted to make this for you because you want to just be wise out here. Okay, protect your mind, protect your energy. Focus on things that are for your health. I'm sending you peace, love, and healing on your journey. Drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Take care of yourself. I'll see you next time.